What is up, y'all? It's your boy, the Renegade Enigma, doing another video, and in this video, I'm here to give you my predictions for WWE's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And yeah, with that said, let's get started. First things first, we're going to start off with the pre-show, and the pre-show is going to consist of a match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship, and that is the champions, the Bludgeon Brothers, Harper and Rowan, going against, I don't know what they call them now, the Club, the Good Brothers, you know, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Yeah, with this match, I'm gonna have to go with the Bludgeon Brothers. You know, they've been like wreaking havoc ever since they rejuvenated their career, you know, reignited that fire and whatnot. You know, they weren't ever tag team champions, unless you count NXT when they were part of the Wyatt family and whatnot. And yeah, they basically got a huge push and whatever. They've been destroying everybody, wreaking havoc, you know, causing chaos. And yeah, with all that said, I don't think they're going to lose the titles that quick. And I think the Bludgeon Brothers are going to come away, you know, with their titles and whatever intact. So the winners here and still tag team champions, the Bludgeon Brothers. Next match we have is a grudge match. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of tired of this feud. You know, it's kind of a bully angle and whatever. It's stupid in my opinion. And it is Daniel Bryan. That's the only good part of the match. You know, the fact that he wrestles. And he's going against Big Cass. And yeah, the whole thing is Big Cass feels he's better than Daniel Bryan because he's 7 foot tall and you know, all that stuff. But yeah, with that said, I think Big Cass is gonna like come up with a win here finally, because I think Daniel Bryan's been kicking his ass this whole feud. So yeah, look for Big Cass to win this match, and probably Daniel Bryan's gonna win the next 3 matches and whatnot after this. You know, they're gonna kind of continue the feud and whatever after this. So yeah, your winner here is going to be Big Cass. Next match we have is for the WWE's Intercontinental Championship. We had the champion, Seth freaking Rollins, going against Elias. And in this match, I'm going to have to go with Elias. He's way more over with the crowd and whatever. Mind you, he's a heel. And no matter where he is at, you know his gimmick. He goes in the middle of the ring. And, you know, his whole thing is singing and whatever. He does a song, you know, talking trash of the hometown of wherever he's at. You know, he talks trash about the, you know, the hometown or the hometown sports teams and whatnot. And, you know, typically when you do that, you get booed. But he gets a pop. He gets cheered and whatever. Not to mention, at the end of all his promos, he has this one question for the crowd. And that is, what does WWE stand for? And everybody in attendance screams really loud, walk with Elias. Everybody says it, and he gets the loudest pop. Like, he probably gets the loudest pop, like, out of everybody for the longest time now. So, with that said, your winner here is new Intercontinental Champion, Elias. This next match, I'm gonna kind of have to, like, paint a picture for you and whatnot. Now, as a lot of you may notice and whatever, right? You're looking at the screen right now, you're looking at video game footage and whatever. That is because every single match, if you haven't noticed, that's on a particular show, a pay-per-view, what have you, I record every single match and I do a simulation and whatever. And for this particular show, Money in the Bank, every single match was about 10 minutes on up. Except this one in particular. This one caught my eye. This is why I'm mentioning it, whatever. This was a total squash match. This match was just about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer or whatever. It was the shortest match, and it was a total squash match. And that match is, as you're watching right now, Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. And yeah, Bobby Lashley destroyed Sami Zayn in the game or whatever. And I take that as a sign, you know what I mean? Because shenanigans, like, aside or whatever, cheating aside, ain't no way in hell Sami Zayn is going to beat Bobby Lashley in a fair match and whatever. Mind you, there might be some shenanigans or whatever, but I doubt it and whatever, because Sami Zayn's big buddy, Kevin Owens, is going to be preoccupied. He's going to be busy on his own match later on in the night. So yeah, with that said, one-on-one, Bobby Lashley is going to squash Sami Zayn like the bug he is. So yeah, that's the thing. Your winner here is Bobby Lashley. Next match is another grudge match, and that is the big dog, Roman Reigns, going against the Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. And in this match, short but sweet, I'm going to have to go with Jinder Mahal, whatever. They've been brawling really bad, like spearing each other through like walls, like attacking each other with like two by fours and whatnot, weapons, you know, taking each other out and whatnot. And yeah, it's kind of been a vicious feud. I really don't like it, you know, kind of like just thrown together. But it's been vicious, so I think it's gonna continue. And Jinder Mahal is gonna win this one, and you know, Roman's gonna win the next few after that, whatever. But yeah, your winner here is gonna be Jinder Mahal, the Maharaja. But yeah, next match we have is for the SmackDown Live Women's title. We have the champion Carmella going against the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Now this match, it kind of has a Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, British Bulldog type of feel. And for those of you that are new to wrestling and don't know what I'm talking about, let me explain. Now for this particular match, Carmella versus Asuka, they have this whole like storyline dynamic where Asuka was at one time undefeated, as all of you might or may not know, and she faced Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, and Charlotte Flair beat her at WrestleMania, you know, causing her first ever loss at WrestleMania. Now you fast forward and whatever, Carmella beat Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Live Women's title. In fact, she beat her twice as the storyline goes. So you're probably asking yourself, what does Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and the British Bulldog have to do with this? Let me explain for those that don't know. At one point, before Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart got their major pushes, became major stars and whatever, they were kind of like, you know, reaching star status and whatever, but they still kind of were, let's say, like mid-carders and whatever. They're like middle ground. At this point, Bret Hart was the Intercontinental Champion, and he had a match against his brother-in-law, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith. They had it over in the UK and whatever. It was a big deal and whatnot. And yeah, long story short, the British Bulldog beat Bret the Hitman Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, they made a big deal out of it. Like it was a great moment or whatever. You fast forward from that, and I forget like where exactly it was, but you had the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, beat Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, for the Intercontinental Championship. So again, the storyline here was, oh, I beat him so I could beat you. Meaning, Shawn Michaels beat the British Bulldog, so, you know, Shawn Michaels thought he could beat Bret Hart, which at this point was the WWE Champion. So you have the Intercontinental Champion, Shawn Michaels, going against the WWF Champion, because at the time they were WWF, Bret the Hitman Hart, the WWE title, and long story short, Bret Hart basically beat Shawn Michaels, so, you know, none of that really mattered or whatever, him beating Davey Boy at the time. So yeah, I think that the same thing's gonna happen in this case. Carmella's always bragging, oh, I beat Charlotte so I could beat you. And of course, Carmella has beat Asuka, but that's only in like tag team matches and whatever. She has not beat her one-on-one. So like that really doesn't count or whatever. So she's really cocky here. And I think storyline wise, you know, man, she's like getting too cocky and she's gonna lose. And you're winning here. A new WWE SmackDown Live Women's Champion is gonna be the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Speaking of women's title, whatever, we're gonna like flip to the red side of things. You know, Raw, whatever. We have for the Raw Women's title, we have Nia Jax putting her title on the line against Ronda Rousey. Now, a lot of people think that, you know, Ronda Rousey's gonna win this match. I personally don't think so, you know what I mean? I think they're gonna swerve us and whatever. I think Nia Jax is gonna win this match. However, I think she's gonna get cashed in on whoever wins the women's Money in the Bank match and whatever. So she's only gonna have it for a little while. Because if you notice and whatever, like people say Nia Jax went heel. I don't think that's exactly the case. I think it's just an effect of like heated competition or whatever. Because one week she seems like a heel, the next minute she seems like a face and whatever. And yeah, I think at the end of this, both of them are gonna wind up getting screwed. So yeah, as far as this match, you're winning here and still WWE Raw Women's Champion Nia Jax. but she's going to get cashed in on. Next match we have is for the WWE Championship. In a last man standing match, we have the champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, going against Shinsuke Nakamura. And like I said, it's a last man standing match. Shinsuke actually chose the stipulation for this match. And yeah, with that said, long story short, I'm gonna have to go with Shinsuke for this match and whatever. Every match has been pretty much a no contest and whatever. You know, DQ, double count out, what have you. And yeah, I think Shinsuke's finally gonna take the title, whatever. It's about time, whatever. He gets this push and whatever. So yeah, you're winning here and new WWE champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. Next we have the women's Money in the Bank match and whatever. We have the participants are, and we have 8 participants. We have Ember Moon going against Charlotte Flair, going against Alexa Bliss, going against Becky Lynch, going against Natalya, going against Lana, going against Naomi, going against Sasha Banks. Now if you notice, it's a good mixture of Raw and SmackDown, you know, female superstars or whatever. There's 4 on one side, 4 on the other. So, you know, this is basically like a Raw versus SmackDown type of thing. With that said, I'm going to have to go with Natalya. I believe Natalya is going to win this match because, you know, she's been kind of injury prone lately and whatever. She has a bum knee and whatever. I think she's faking it the whole time and whatever. And then you had the storyline where she's like best friends with Ronda Rousey and whatever. So I think she's actually going to win it and then cash in on Nia Jax, basically like screwing that whole thing up or whatever after, you know, Nia Jax wins and whatever. Or it could go the flip side. If Ronda Rousey wins, you know, Natalya's going to like cash in on her. Regardless, Natalya's going to cash in on one of them. But I believe in this instance, Nia Jax is going to win the Raw Women's title. She's going to keep it, rather, and Natalya's going to cash in on her. So yeah, your winner here in Miss Money in the Bank, Natalya, in my opinion. And finally, we have the men's Money in the Bank match. We have the participants are, and again, we have 8 of them. Like 4 Raw and 4 SmackDown. We have Braun Strowman going against Finn Balor, going against The Miz, going against Rusev, going against Bobby Roode, going against Kevin Owens, going against Samoa Joe, and going against one of the members of the New Day, either being Big E, Kofi Kingston, or Xavier Woods. I believe wholeheartedly it's going to be Big E and whatever, because Vince McMahon loves that type of guy, you know, like big muscular dudes and whatever. He doesn't really like the smaller, like stature guys or whatever. So I think it's going to be Big E. And considering the fact, like, other people in this match, such as Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, and Rusev and whatever, I think Big E will fit in just fine or whatever. You know, the other 2 will be perfect for this match because it is a ladder match. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's going to be Big E. With that said, my choice is going to be, I think it's going to be Braun Strowman or whatever. I think he's going to cash in on, well, at least attempt to cash in on Brock Lesnar, if not Roman Reigns, whoever the champion is at the time. And yeah, after that, he's going to become the champion, you know, because like, everybody likes this guy, you know, I mean, he's likable and whatever. He's the big stature guy, whatever that Vince likes and whatever. He's well liked in the back and whatever. Everybody likes him in the back. The fans love him and whatever. So that's one thing. He's over with the fans, unlike, you know, Roman Reigns or whatever, which everybody hates. But yeah, you're winning here, and new Mr. Money in the Bank is going to be Braun Strowman. But yeah, y'all, that's my predictions and whatever right there. Comment down below and tell me your predictions and whatever. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And yeah, y'all, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And until next time, y'all, peace.